I checked out the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Mutant Mayhem movie, and I gotta say, there's some cool things in this movie. But the one idea that really shines is Ice Cube voicing the mutant insect villain, Superfly. Big shout out to Ice Cube! But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Welcome back to Was It Awesome? Today, we're gonna check out my favorite teenage sewer heroes and get right into the highs, lows, hidden messages, Easter eggs, and of course, answer the most important question. Was it awesome? Before we get started, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our exciting content. Mutant Mayhem follows the adventures of four turtles, Leonardo, Donatello, Michelangelo, and Raphael, who were exposed to a mysterious green ooze that transformed them into humanoid turtles. These turtles are raised by a rat named Splinter, voiced by none other than the incredible Jackie Chan. They inhabit the sewers of New York City, hiding below the surface due to Splinter's fear of how they'd be treated if they ventured into the outside world. Over time, they become quite the TV buffs and pizza enthusiasts. Let's jump right into our first Easter egg. Keep an eye out for the pizza boxes in the movie. Easy, right? Well, look closer because the pizza boxes in the movie sport Pizza Hut logos. What's interesting is that this logo placement isn't random. It's actually based on a real marketing campaign with Pizza Hut. But that's not the first time Pizza Hut has teamed up with the Turtles. A few years ago, they released the Mutagen Ranch pizza, inspired by our teenage mutant friends. Talk about effective marketing, right? I must admit, after watching the movie, I started wanting some Pizza Hut, even though I hadn't had it in years. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem, which was produced by Nickelodeon Movies, holds the freedom to include nods to shows from Nickelodeon. While they did manage to incorporate references from popular series like Hey Arnold and SpongeBob SquarePants, I couldn't help but wish they'd included some of my personal favorites, like Drake and Josh or CatDog. However, the movie doesn't limit itself to just Nickelodeon shows. It also playfully nods to films like Fast and Furious, Tokyo Drift, when Donatello uses his staff to do donuts, and when watching Ferris Bueller's Day Off, they make it clear they're tired of being cooped up in the sewers and want to be free. As our turtles navigate their way through the city, they find themselves face to face with none other than Superfly, the mutant insect with a grand plan to transform all animals into mutants. Our heroes team up with April O'Neil, a high school journalist voiced by the lovely Ayo Edebiri. She has her hands in everything, but you might know her from The Bear in Abbott Elementary. One thing that struck me was the movie's fresh take on the turtles' story. Mutant Mayhem veers away from the usual narrative, offering a breath of fresh air to the TMNT universe. This time, the movie explores the turtles' teenage years, diving headfirst into their awkward charm and the struggles they face as teens. Their goofy antics and battles with teenage dilemmas reminded me of my own adolescent days. They kept me laughing, and it seems like everyone young and old got a kick out of them too. Some jokes might have been repeated a bit too much, but it didn't take away from the fun and entertainment of the movie. The biggest and coolest Easter egg was when Mr. Beast, you heard me right, Mr. Beast from YouTube touched Splinter's ear. But at the time I didn't think, or even consider Mr. Beast making an appearance in the movie. I only found out about this Easter egg when leaving the theater and other people were talking about it. Now let's get real. Mutant Mayhem is enjoyable, but like any other movie, it has its flaws. For me, I did not like the comic book sketch-style animation. Don't get me wrong, it worked well in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, but for the Turtles, it just didn't sit well with me. I also felt the movie was very dark and hard to see. At times, I felt like I should be watching a horror movie instead of a fun cartoon movie. I get that ninjas hide in the shadows, but some light would have been a plus, so we can see the ninjas. I also found it hard at times to tell which turtle was talking during some conversations. And lastly, where was the Shredder? There was a brief reference, but no Shredder. Come on, that's just no good. Despite these setbacks, the movie's core messages of teamwork and friendship remain powerful. Even when the story occasionally fades, the theme shines through. In the end, Mutant Mayhem effortlessly finds its place within the TMNT saga. It captures the essence of teenage years, providing an exhilarating adventure that appeals to audiences of all ages. The movie is rated PG and has a runtime of about an hour and 40 minutes. For those parents who might be worried about the violent action scenes, I would say there is more value in the positive messages in the movie than the violence. The most regretful thing parents might experience is their child begging to take karate classes or doing flips and kicks around the house for a few hours. What truly resonated with me was seeing the turtles try to live a normal teenage life. Their struggle to fit in, build relationships, and find their place in the world felt so real. It was like the writers were echoing the challenges we all face in our journey to belong. Their journey from bonding with Splinter to connecting with April touched on the whirlwind of emotions teenagers experience. It served as a reminder that even heroes have their share of struggles, making them all the more endearing and relatable. While watching Mutant Mayhem, a wave of nostalgia washed over me. Memories of comics, skateboards, toys, shows, movies, and music from the past flooded back. The movie acted as a bridge, uniting fans of all ages and across generations. Another Easter egg that hit the mark was the music from Vanilla Ice Ninja Rap. This song was originally created for the 1991 movie Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret of the Ooze, and fits seamlessly into Mutant Mayhem. Now the big question. Was it awesome? As much as I hoped it would be, I have to admit, it wasn't awesome. It had an awesome cast, a decent story, fight scenes, and pizza, but it just didn't come together. But that doesn't mean it wasn't a fun movie to watch. Until next time, grab some popcorn, or in this case, pizza. Don't forget to hit the like button and tell us what you thought about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Mutant Mayhem! Down in the comments below. Stay awesome and keep exploring new worlds.